Welcome to Draw Tip Tuesday. Today I am not drawing, I just want to show you a few pages of my sketchbook to give you a few ideas on how to fill your art journal, because sometimes you will have little time and sometimes you will have a little bit more time. So I picked a few pages that I want to show you to also show you my process, because I don't always have a lot of time, and if I do, I really enjoy spending every single minute to draw. But if I only have a few minutes, I can still make a drawing that is valuable to me and that doesn't feel like it was rushed at all. So I just want to show you how I approach that, and hopefully it will help you as well. In this art journal, for example, this is one of the drawings I did using a lot of time for it. I came back to this drawing a few times because I ran out of drawing time. I took a photo of myself and worked from that photo using an HB pencil, and I worked from detail to detail and let the drawing grow that way by adding layer upon layer until I felt it was finished. I think I did this in 2 or 3 goes, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes each time. So if you want to make a more elaborate drawing, you don't have to do it all in one go. Also, it might even be beneficial, because if you leave a drawing for a while, then when you come back to it, you will see new things and notice different details. You are looking at it with a fresh pair of eyes. You will notice that there should be more shadow somewhere to give the drawing more structure or depth or weight or shape, that kind of things. You don't need to do something elaborate like this, of course, if you don't want to. And it takes a lot of practice to be able to do something like this. But yeah, if you don't practice, you will never learn. Now let me go on to this one. This is a really nice example of a spread that was done in just a few minutes. I just wanted to make a drawing, didn't have much time, but I did want to feature my new sunglasses. That's a fun thing about art journaling. You can take any subject and it can be interesting, as long as it's interesting to you. As long as you want to tell a story or keep a memory. Well, there's not much of a story in these sunglasses, but the fact that I bought them in Oslo on a holiday, they are a memory to me and they are like a souvenir. I actually drew them with a pencil that I also bought as a souvenir. And because it's one of those multicolor pencils, that makes it even more interesting than maybe when I would have drawn it with a simple black pen. So I think this is a great example of how you can make a drawing making use of little time. And you know what? You can always get back to it to make it more elaborate or to add a little bit of background. You can always get back to a drawing. Sometimes at the end of the day, you may feel a little exhausted. You have a busy job, a family to run and take care of, a business, well, a busy life. And then at the end of the day, you slouch down on the couch and you basically want to feel like you don't need to do anything anymore. Those moments to me are valuable moments to draw, because drawing makes you stop doing other things, like checking your Facebook, Twitter or Instagram, and it also makes you use your brain in a totally different way. And it chases away stressful or nervous thoughts about to-do lists and other stuff that's going on. These kinds of moments are just about being where you are, looking around you, being in the moment. Again, being in the moment. Going to the park, sitting on a bench and sitting there for an hour or so to study a tree by finding the shadows and the shapes of the bark of the tree, connecting the shapes, discovering there are round shapes and then finding dark shadows, and just going from shape to shape. It just all comes together like a little puzzle. And if you have more time, you can add a little bit of background. Here I used a gray brush pen to draw the background in, and that's a great way to add depth without going into detail too much. Here I did the same kind of thing, only I added a bit of color too. For these kinds of drawings, you just start somewhere. It doesn't really matter what you draw, and during your stay at that particular place, you just add bits and pieces as you go. Again, the background by using gray strokes of brush pen, adding hatching lines to give more shapes to things, and adding a dash of color. But if you don't have a lot of time to sit somewhere, you can draw bits of your day. Like draw your drink and draw something while you are sipping your drink, like I did here with the bike. Then later that day, it was a hot summer day, so I drew the fan. And then at some other point I had a conversation with my husband and drew him while he was sitting on the windowsill and sipping my coffee. So this is also a way to fill a page. Find small moments and then quickly pick up your pen as if you are a reporter taking notes. Same goes for this one. During an afternoon picnic, I started with the drawing of my plate before I ate it, which is an extra challenge and kind of a torture, but after that the food was even more delicious. During the picnic, I just kept drawing random stuff around me on the picnic blanket. So this really reflects the feeling of a wonderful afternoon for me. This is my tip for you. Don't hesitate to just dive in. You can just start with a drawing. It doesn't have to be an elaborate drawing at all, filling 2 pages at once. You can just start with a little sketch and add another and then another. It doesn't even have to reflect one day. You can also reflect a whole week on one page, depending on how much time you have. And remember that everything around you can be interesting. As soon as you start drawing it, it will be interesting. I hope you have fun, and if you want to learn more about art journaling, join my online workshop, Awesome Art Journaling. It starts September 7 and I will guide you through 4 weeks of art journaling to really get you into that creative habit and to get you a lot of ideas to start journaling and to keep journaling and to document your days. I hope to see you in class, so go to my website koosjekoene.nl and join me today.